That's right.
After the
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
In the mighty name of Jesus. Heavenly Father, we want to give you all the praise. We exalt your name, Lord. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for your mercy. Thank you, Lord, for your provision and guidance. Thank you for all you have done for us. Thank you for how you saw us through from the previous meeting up till today. You brought us back in good health. Lord, we say receive all the glory in the name of Jesus. Lord, thank you for our beloved brethren that traveled all the way to Africa and came back safely. Lord, we thank you for journey mercies. Thank you for all our members that are not here and those that are still on their way. Lord, we ask, oh God, that you grant them safe trip down to this place in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Lord, we commit your presence into this gathering, oh Lord, that what we're going to do today will yield so much increase in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
At the end of the day, we shall have more than enough cause to exalt your holy name. Thank you, Father Lord. We cover our families with the blood of Jesus. Our families here in Sweden, we cover the blood of Jesus. All our families back at home in Africa, we soak them with the blood of Jesus. We shall not lose any member of our family this year. This year shall be fruitful. This year shall be successful to each and every one of us. In the name of God the Father, in the name of God the Son, and in the name of God the Holy Ghost, we pray.
Amen.
We'll start the meeting today by reading the minute of our last meeting. So I just want to remind us what we did last week.
So I'm just going to give a summary of what we did last week because it's really long minutes, so I'm not going to read everything. So some of the highlights we discussed last week, the first was that we should show respect for each other. We talked about the importance of being here, which is togetherness, and also to do things with ourselves. And also we talked about the importance of helping the newcomers here who come to Ludia. And we all had different ideas of how we can introduce them to this meeting, and of course how they can be found when they initially moved to this part of Sweden. And one last thing we really talked about was what we are actually going to be doing in the meetings when we come together. And we decided that we are going to make our rules and regulations. And I think there were 4 people who decided to go behind closed doors and build these rules and regulations. So they will come today and tell us what they have built, and we'll deliberate on that. And I think that's what we are going to start today. Today we'll start with the rules and regulations, and instead of us to go back and forth, we should all have like separate agendas. We start with rules and regulations, and then maybe we'll go to miscellaneous, what we think will be important to develop this group, and how we can also come together and do things together.
Sorry, please, can I say something? After you can see them. Okay. Of course, that's my opinion. After the last minute, you have to ask if there is any observation, plus or minus. I was not here, but there's something I'm not clear with. So can I ask?
Yeah.
It says rules and regulations. Does the rules and regulations, does it mean create a constitution?
Yeah.
You say constitution, does the rules and regulations?
It was last meeting.
No, I'm just trying to correct the right word.
It's constitution.
Constitution, yeah.
But was it the 4 people? Was it under?
When was myself, Bright, Godwin, and Frank. So constitution is not it's not.
It's just an idea.
Yeah, it's an idea, but it is also critical. It's not something that we just write and write and write. Then we'll come and we'll come and
Of course, no.
so
it's
something that takes a lot of time. I try to contact us. I put out a little bit of something, Sha. And Bright came and said he has a little bit of something also that we can read, and then at the end of the day we'll see what is quick and what we accept and don't accept. So I'll go on and read, though it's lengthy, but I'll just read.
I have one observation. This is my suggestion. I'm thinking that the constitution is going to be a very complex thing, like you say, and it's like we have a committee of 4 persons that are looking into this constitution. So what my idea is like we as the members, because we have our own scattered ideas too, you know. This is a forum for us to equally say, okay, this is my idea, you know, to look into too. This one, everybody brings the idea, and you take it there. You know, and I think that if we have to read, now everything that you've written, you know, for us to start deliberating on it, because there is so many things that will be written too, you know. So my idea is like, keep writing, keep, you know, gathering these things, and if you are true, when you are through with all what you've gathered, then we'll use one day in the meeting to read and then to see which one is going to be allowed. Because if you start reading now, there will be so much saying this one, take, and whatever we go, that people, you know.
One thing you should know that even in the country, the constitution don't stop.
No, it's a living thing.
Understand? So you amend it. Everybody has rights.
Always put on minus.
So that's it. The committee has brought up, this is what you could.
So far,
yes, so far. It doesn't mean we should just say that's the final.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So
I agree that it may be lengthy. We don't want to read everything. What I suggest is that we should take it point by point.
That's actually good.
Yeah, just hit the nail on the head.
Of course, take a point and maybe we discuss a little bit on that and then we move on.
Okay. So we picked a name. We picked Nigerians in non-voting, and also so I started by saying, we the members of Nigerians in non-voting do firmly hereby and solemnly resolve to form a non-governmental organization.
You made a mistake.
Let us finish. Let us question time.
Do firmly hereby and solemnly resolve to form a non-governmental organization in order to achieve a program of self-service, leadership, friendship, on the 9th day of July 2017 to establish, promote our knowledge, civil, social well-being, protect and uphold our individual and collective rights, as well as foster and enhance harmonious and progressive fellow member relationship. Do here solemnly promulgate this constitution and by law. Mission statement.
Are you reading the whole?
This is just the introduction.
Okay.
There are some things that I have to read to be able to continue.
Why can't we just pick a point?
No, introduction, you cannot point.
Introduction has to be read to the end.
Then I'm giving you an insight of what I have written. Then we have like a mission statement. That is what the place is about. I have to read that one also. Then there are other things that we now mention. It's quite lengthy, but if people think it's not okay, then I can just stop.
No, I think so.
No. You have written it for that. So, and we have.
Photo of the association, I think. In God we trust, and we stand all for one and one for all. People can.
Yeah, with the things we're going to do.
Go on.
So, Article 1, name and address. That's just Nigerians in voting here in Luleå. I'll just take.
Yeah.
So, in this constitution that I've written, which, if by the time I defined the membership of what it entails. Membership here, we have different kinds of members. We have a member is a person that is a person, according to the Swedish law, who is legally a Nigerian. For you to be a member here, you are supposed to be legally a Nigerian by birth or by marriage. Then we have good standing members. Members in good standing are members who have like paid annual dues and are up to date with everything. We have good standing members, and also we have active members and so on and so forth. All honorable members and all those ones we shall read when the Constitution comes. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you. It's very important what you read, but I have another view too. I think in this kind of organization, it begins with the leadership. For us, wait, let me finish. This is my view. The Constitution, first of all, the first capital in the Constitution is how the leadership is going to be structured. Who and who should be in the leadership, how the process of selecting our leaders. That is the most important. That is where I think it begins, because without leaders, without knowing that which role each individual plays in this, then who comes late, who don't come, how much, who is a member. We have to have people. We have to have people that we consider our leaders, that will carry out these processes, these objectives that are so many. But we have to begin with our leaders. Wait, let me finish. We have to begin with the leadership process. You understand?
Thank you.
How do we get our leaders? That is the most important thing for me. And that is should be in the
Have you finished? I don't know. Finish first. Let's not finish. Wait. That's what
You cannot elect leaders without you don't have constitution. Because if you do, then we hijack the government. When you talk about Nigerian community, we are not talking of social association.
I'm not saying we should elect leaders.
We should have leaders.
I'm saying the Constitution should address how our leaders will be selected.
But this is
You
cannot.
No.
Our leaders should be shared in this process, and it is here.
Make it finish. Make it finish.
Let her
finish.
Everybody keep quiet.
Okay,
After she let
Finish, you can
we say
We don't have time.
We also went on and mentioned those people that are elected. After their job, there are also possibilities that, for example, you are a president, you have a right to resign if you want, but also before resigning, you have to go through the board, and everything that is entitled to you as a president must be dropped back into the house before your resignation will be accepted. Also written here is membership dues, and amendment, dissolution. So a lot of things, and then there's rules, there's bylaws, which is how we're going to conduct the meetings, like what is happening right now. When in the laws, I think also we have to mention that when somebody is speaking, there has to be order. If 2-3 people is talking, like right now, sincerely, I am not even it's like I'm confused. I don't even know what I'm saying again, because now he has said something, I'm thinking about that thing, I said the same thing. So everything is just jammed, and I'm seriously confused. So this is also an issue. Also, we talked about, I wrote about what we'll be doing with the dues, the money we collect, and how we're going to collect it, and how we're going to create, if it's an account, how we're going to register the group. All these things are the things that are going to make the Constitution. And that Constitution, at the end of the day, after election, which will be done by voting, and opposition people, officers sworn in, these people will sign this. I call it. It became Frank did contact me. That's how far have we gone. I told him that it's supposed to be a group thing. I contacted Godwin, he didn't have time, so he was working. Frank contacted me actually and asked me how I was going with it, but we did not meet. We did not meet. So this one is what I wrote, sincerely. So he said he has written something. So we hear from him.
For me, from what you just asked, the reason, from that first time when we were being presented, my thought was that because we're all busy with different schedules and we don't live in the same city, I was thinking like what we are doing right now, that everybody was going to come up with their ideas. And we have it here, that was my understanding. So that was why I support her idea, even if she didn't contact me. But we all were aware, so that you asked me during the
But remember last week when we had this conversation, we said the whole group, you find a way to meet. If you can't meet, you meet via your WhatsApp or your Facebook. The internet is there. So you can do video calls, you can do voice calls, and you can write your stuff down. So you don't necessarily need to meet physically. So there was no excuse for one person to carry out the whole thing.
That's exactly what we did. And that's what we did, yeah.
Like she asked the question. I just want to ask the question now that she was saying I, and it's a group thing. So
no, that's the opinion. We registered like you're going to come up with your own opinion. It's a fair hearing to the house. I have my own write-up. You should have your own write-up. At the end of the day, we're going to pick up something.
Was that what the four of you agreed on?
That wasn't what the no, that wasn't what
the
agreement.
Agreed on.
The agreement was we'll meet together and do it.
So we can continue with the business of the day.
I wanted to say something. What was the need of these things? I mean, the need was that we need somewhere to start from. Okay? Whether you guys meet together or not, but I think that most of the idea or most of the jobs you did that I listened to now, it's a very good start. And I think that it doesn't really necessarily have to be now because if you come from her or you come from group. I think that this is a good job, and I think that we can start from here, amending. I mean, this is an open process. We can always amend the things that we don't like, but we should give her a credit for starting it and doing it well.
Yeah, she did
So
a good job. Yeah, but the important thing is that the group committee should be ready.
She already did.
Can I say something? At this minute now, who wants to be a volunteer so that we can continue from there?
We haven't got to that stage yet.
For one reason, and it's for the unity of we Nigerians. So if we start having this gathering and we're now having quarrels and misunderstandings among ourselves, then we are failing the purpose of this meeting. And Frank already said he's going to meet with the rest of his team. They've already started working on something. So definitely they're on track already. So all they need to do is what? Meet with each other. Probably at the end of the meeting, if you spend some few minutes, or if you don't have time, then they meet via the internet and communicate and do what has to be done. We don't need to start having misunderstandings and quarrels.
Yes, in support of what you just said, because that is the reason why we have the committee of 3-4 persons. And what we expect, in my view, is that the committee, they don't even have to meet in person, but that what we expect is, at the end of the day, saying we are ready with what the job you sent us to do. We are ready. All of them together are ready. I don't want to know if one person wrote it or you met, but the point is that you people have to be ready. What you write has to be, he has to be aware of before you read it, and all the committee members have to be aware that, okay, we are ready to present this thing, this finished job to you people. Then, that is the way I should expect it to go, and that's the way I think everybody expects it to go. But if we continue to say, okay, because we cannot be able to meet in person, they can do his own idea at home, you do your own idea, then you meet 1 hour before the meeting and combine your ideas to become one, which you will present to us.
Yeah, Jimmy is right, Mabel is right, everybody is right. I think what happened is that we're just starting, as everybody said, and if you people need help, I'll be willing to help. And I don't think the group should be like in a meeting together to do everything. I think you guys can do it with WhatsApp or by calling, or I don't know. So I think today everybody is busy. Maybe you have time, he doesn't have time, I have time, or sometimes it's difficult to bring everybody together at the same time. So, but meanwhile, I don't think that this should hold us from writing each other's name, that the people that are here today, and moving on. So because if we stand here, then we will not achieve anything today.
Yeah, because the constitution is just only one aspect of what we have got to do. And the other aspects.
Okay.
Let's start.
Yeah, I'm just going to suggest that we should move on with the meeting, and from our conversation, it's obvious that Bright misunderstood a little bit of what the committee will do. He thought that they will all have different ideas but not come together and bring one document. But now that we understand that this is the case, for next time, we know that they will bring one document. But he has something to say. I think it's also good that we listen to his own ideas.
Okay, right. From the ongoing is that from what you said, you're really right, and Frank was right as well. Because you guys have to give us time. Something has been done. So even what I said, the blame should be on. When I met Mabel, she only told me that how we're going to see. I said we will see, but I did not contact her. You know what I mean? Even you did not contact me.
Yeah,
And I did not contact you.
She's not part of your time.
For time is also very short.
Oh, sorry. So, but it's okay, we can move on.
Yeah.
So,
Can I give you guys a small idea? I think so. Even if we have to contribute money for it, but anytime, any day that you get, this is a very nice beginning you did. But I think that anytime that you guys are ready, it would be nice that you print it out so that in meeting, before reading it out, we can share it to everybody, have their own piece. Then from there, everybody have it, and we can start putting out the point. But I think this thing you did is a very, very
It's
nice.
a good beginning.
It's a very, very nice step.
It's a good beginning. Yeah.
So that's my own idea to you guys.
This constitution, so in my view now, the constitution is not ready to be read. It's not something we are ready to attend to now because Bright's own idea is somewhere, your own is there. So let us shape this one and let's look. The constitution, you continue to work. Whenever you're ready, then we will now see.
We don't have any time limit.
Let us look. Is there any other thing that is important that we can talk about today so that this meeting cannot just be on constitution that is not ready? Let us talk about some other things, other important things that we can do, because the meeting has to be going on even without constitution. While constitution is still going on, is still in process of getting ready, the meeting has to be going on. We have to continue our monthly, activities. We just have to, committees have to be set up. They are also.
Yeah, what I want to say again is that far from the concept, we are done. We are working on it. For the sake of the first time looking around here, we will see that there are some people that you are not, the last time. So it will be okay, like we started by introducing ourselves from the first meeting. Though we might have known you guys, but I think it will be okay if you stand up and tell us your name and where you live and where you come from, for record reasons or record purposes also. Then from there, I also think after that one, because they say that anything that does not have a head, always mislead itself. I believe if we can at least have an acting appointment. The only acting appointment we had that very day was our secretary and the provost, which is the secretary Adesu and the acting provost Emmanuel Babylon. So if you can at least have another 2 acting head or leadership, to make it a very unique square. So that is my own point of view, that is my own idea. Well, at least let's know that we have been achieving something in every of our gathering. Thank you.
Yeah, to add to what Frank has said, I totally agree with him, and especially now that people are making pledges, people are making donations, we need to, because even though we have not really started, it has not really kicked off, but already things are coming in, money is being pledged and being given to people. There has to be accountability. There has to be somebody that is responsible, and we know this process with which this money will be given to that person, how the person is going to handle this money and all that. It's something that is very, very important because we are all Nigerians, but we are equally, we are equally expecting that everybody has to participate in one way or the other to make this group, a success. So I can probably not be able to participate in terms of leadership, in terms of doing this, but maybe financially, So I should know who to call and who is responsible for whatever donations I'm going to make or pledge I'm going to make, who I should give it to, and because I am aware that this person that I'm giving the money to has rules and regulations on how he or she will take care of this money, So this is an example I'm giving. So I think we have to start with structure of leadership, like everything is acting, the acting president or chairman, whoever whatever title we want to give. That is the leadership of the meeting, of this committee, of this union. And then this acting president or chairman will now be able to select people he wants to work with. They are all acting. Their most important job is to conduct an election for us and give us our permanent leadership, permanent leaders that will have a tenure that they will lead us for. All these things are what we have to start. There has to be leadership. Who is in charge of the
times? Everything has time, like money matter, that kind of thing. We can just keep that one aside,
My name is Chile Mondebuena, and I'm originally from Big Abia State.
Originally?
Yes.
NigerFlavor.com.
What's up, yeah? Oh my Jesus, Jehovah Jireh, my provider, Chimamanda. Jehovah Nisi, my healer, Chimamanda. Ocean divider, my redeemer, Chimamanda. Everybody came, my comforter, Chimamanda. Onye nwelu chukwu nwelu nchekwube Chigamanda. Ịtụkwasị obi na Chineke Chigamanda. Chimamanda. Chimamanda nata. Yaga wachi anya manda. Chimamanda. Mr. Flavor Ishel Africa Chigamanda. Mama mo a formula se Chigamanda nata. Papa mo ne Chigamanda. Mpaka adoration Chigamanda. TV Joshua the synagogue Chunamanda. The clergy niile ndị na-alụ ọrụ Chunamanda. Chimamanda. Chimamanda. Yaga wachi Chimamanda. Chimamanda. Go for Chigamanda. Listen to them go Chris over Chigamanda. Say no kita Chigamanda. Oh mema inemema Chigamanda. Baba no teacher is your himo Chigamanda. Frank Maremeo South Africa Chigamanda. United don't see you, mama, oh, on a Obiano, Chigamanda. Apulo Kalesia, Esioyamo, Chigamanda. Shoko Koko, Chigamanda. Chimamanda. 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 Chimamanda.
More music at NigerFlavor.com.
That's when my girls cook as young girls, and we are always in family, and I tell them cook very well because my mother is a leader when it comes to cooking
It's a great thing having you here, and we really enjoy the meal. Is it something you wish, like the members, to contact you each time they have any activities or any party? Are you ready to cook for them?
Yeah, there's no problem in that. I just nominated myself for the cooking committee. That's how I don't go in, so they should always contact me. Our independence is coming up, so I think I'm going to various dishes. I'll give you guys a great meal.
I really believe that. And eating this meal, I feel so excited, and it was so delicious. Can you just briefly tell us the secret spices behind this meal?
You know what? I don't have to tell you the secrets behind my cooking. I hope you enjoy it. So, I don't give us if I should reveal it to you, why would you come to me and contact me? Want to go and do it yourself? So I want you to come and contact me.
Believe me, your husband must be a lucky man to have a very, nice cook.
Of course.
You cook very well.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Why you don't give me that one?
Because they come running sometimes.
Oh my God.
No, say we have done that for them.
I said 1 year now.
I said I did the
You want me to chicken?
Right. The which one? Good one. No, we'll get people to decide for that department. They look bad. I talk backward. I don't eat your madam food. She's a big cook food. So you go buy there's no
Pepper.
Mr. Godwin, I'm sorry, they is like no, I told those people where they put there were no committee. If they see this, if they go, I become pressure.
Listen, when I even said,
what do you mean about food chicken? I need
I don't know something.
If you need anything, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, when you went to bring the Tony also, he made a very
strong.
That's why I said, can you go? Yeah, he made a very strong donation. I've not even met my brother here. Yeah, he's from Romeo. Yeah, you can introduce yourself.
I made a donation that every month, every meeting, start from today, 1,000 crowns. I will be giving about 1,000 crowns. I don't know. Yeah. I don't need to. I appreciate it.
You say you want to.
You have to be there. You are not changing your mind.
If you are not from Nigeria, you lose.
Yes.
Brighto. I greet you, pass. You're on spirit. You're in the mood.
That first video.
What do you mean now? You don't go.
Hey, how do you contribution?
No.
No, you don't say this happen.
I know he had an emergency at home. He have to attend. Mr. President, looking very close to you is like you are even almost eating your fingers. Can you explain what is happening?
As you can see, I'm an Igbo man. I'm a typical African man. So I'm used to eating by hand. Even in my house, I eat by hand. So, and when I come to this place, I see what they are doing, you know. I love it so much that I have to like stay here like I'm staying in my house. So that is how I eat in my house.
Good. And if you ask to grade the food, what is the grade like?
Well, I'm eating chicken, fried chicken, and this is one of the best chicken I've ever ate. This is so sweet.
It has NAFDAC.
Yeah, it has everything on it. So more blessing to the person that brings this chicken and
Inshallah.
And what do you have to say about the cook?
Yeah, I think everything looks fantastic and I think the whole food looks wonderful, and I'm about to test every one of it. Yeah, let me have it.
But I really appreciate the
Not with not dirty.
No. Mercy, give me other meat so that I can.
I don't
Mercy.
I want to donate 500 krona for this meeting. Okay. So before then, I will switch you then.
Let's never get Mr. Tony, what do you have to tell us about this meeting?
This is people went up in Nigerians.
They miss.
I'm sorry for them. Maybe they come here, don't chop out. We have a really delicious food here, and it's all a great job. Oh, yeah.
And you really,
I really appreciate. Another food is coming, so you take my attention.
And you really enjoyed it.
I really enjoy it. This guy,
and eating up to this level, it looks like you have been fasting all this while.
I've been waiting for it. And I really enjoyed it. I wasn't disappointed.
I want to donate 200. Make the son at 500. Give me another meat.
You say what?
Write that down.
We don't hear you. Talk about it.
500.
That's right. You miss this thing.
I don't talk. I'm saying anybody waiting up, any woman waiting up in Africa, may come marry. Make you forget the. Make you forget chance to come inside here. So we go get man. When we stand here,
my sister.
One more chicken, please.
Did they go what do I do?
Get where you see the car.
Where you dey?
Which car? Annual. Please come for her.
Miss Mercy. Mercy. Looking. You are looking confused with this minute.
That is too long.
I'll be right back.
Responsible woman.
My brothers and sisters, I don't need to speak to many English. If you know they here, so they need to beg, no need to come back say Nigeria, Nigeria. You know they here, they miss life and arrest. Everything you happen here. You test this food, brother. For the food in you know we see and chop. You understand? Every shell, everything we think of they here. Slow and steady, that's what they do. And this is Nigerian for you. I can always tell you, so if you're not here, then you're nowhere. So sit tight, relax, hold your breath. The video is actually meant for you to enjoy Nigeria, so you don't miss the next meeting.
My brother, looking at the level of chicken and food you have eaten,
as in 2 plates.
If you are asked to choose between a woman that knows how to cook,
okay,
and a woman that talks too much, which one will you choose?
A woman that knows how to cook, of course. I'm actually preparing to go for the 3rd round now. When I play, I don't lose my belt, so the 3rd one now is so cold now. So I'm so sorry. You did house. You know seafood chop. You did house. Do yourself.
It's your portion.
To meeting next month, August. That's year, 31st of last Sunday. Make sure say you be here as a Nigerian person. Will be anywhere for this show. Everything is happening.
I'm not surprised that after the food and after the chicken, you can't even remember the date.
I can't even remember the date. I'm telling you, I'm confused.
It's your portion. It shall be well with you.
Which day you go launch your name?
Huh?
That was the day you go launch now.
That's October.
That's
October.
Okay. That means, yeah, compared to see in Nigeria. Yeah, of course.
My price is hot
I think it will be. I want liver. I feel like a list of items expecting on a particular meeting day, so we can prepare as much.
Finish that one you have, man.
To avoid the English server allowable then. You don't finish now.
Alcohol free, don't finish. Go on save now. Go and turn on. You want rice? Men. Yes, so I want it. Do I think you should say something? Did not follow. I won't marry.
Now I go church mine. Don't speak at church mine.
Why woman want marry? You don't say marriage. You don't say marriage.
Why man want marry? I'm tired. Not the man they start. Why woman they start now?
If you don't marry, you're free. Everywhere is free. If anybody, if your boyfriend fuck up, you tell him, you know. It's easy though, it's easy.
Okay.
Life is easier when you're not tying down. Now people don't like this kind of stuff. If I go to Nigeria, this discussion, if I do, I tell them, my girlfriend, everybody says, no, don't say my wife. I said, no, not my wife, not girlfriend.
Who they do that girlfriend of us?